So here I am at the Saint Petersburg Christmas market. I'm in the quieter corner. Every year it's a little better, I could say. Baby steps. If you don't really know what I mean by that, the first year the Christmas market existed, it was a real shit show of epic proportions. Standard kiosks, like aluminum frame kiosks that were outside metro stations, selling the same crap in any kiosk, like Mars bars and like Baltica beers. It was just terrible. It was so frustratingly bad that my roommate at the time was fucking angry. It's a lot better now, but Prague, it is not. There's not a lot to do here. It's just entirely for purchasing, which, okay, fair enough, it's a market. That makes sense. They got here behind me, they're a big tree to look at. But that's about it. In years past, there used to be a stage for performances, and perhaps they'll have it again. Maybe it's a COVID thing that they don't have it. And as much, as it's better, you can buy things made of wool now, made in Russia. Nice little cookies, done in the Russian style. Honey, and then you have some random meats and stuff. Last year they had exotic meats like bear and caribou, stewed and in jars. They don't seem to have that this year. But for all those things that they do right, and the kiosks, they're better than the aluminum ones. Not perfect, still a little bit ghetto, but a million times better than what it used to be like. The problem is it's still done in a very Russian style, in a Potemkin facade. Behind everything, this is a big fence and those plastic barriers that they like to use here. So it looks really awful from the outside. There's only 2 entrance points. It's a choke point. So if you come at it from the wrong direction, you got to walk all the way around. I think that has to do with security for the place at night. Some fucking bums or whatever might try to break into some of these kiosks. Second thing that they could definitely do better, they don't sell any alcohol here, which, granted, there doesn't have to be a lot, but Glintwein, which is in English mulled wine, is a spiced red wine which is heated to a near boil. It's a nice winter drink common across Central Europe, and this market is desperately trying to be like the one in Prague. They don't have the alcoholic, the traditional kind here, because something intelligent about being for families. Except, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of Glintwein on a cold day. That's what it's for. And if you're against that, grow up. It's a big world out there, So it's actually frustrating you can't have it. I wish you could. The last thing, a lot of these places, these kiosks, they're largely, probably about 2/3 of them are for food, and they're ethnic, and that's fine. The problem is they're completely inauthentic in every way. They almost all sell hot dogs. It's like everywhere in Europe sells hot dogs. The Eastern cuisine one which apparently covers absolutely everything east of, well, Poland, is Plow. But like largely they all sell hot dogs. They're all exactly the same hot dogs in every place, all the same price. Very minor variety in topping. Sauerkraut, the German one, and like some kind of crushed something on the Austrian one, whatever the hell that was. But I had it; it was fine. Oh, it was fried but dried onion. That's what it was. So is this frustrating? Because like it should be a bit more of a pleasurable thing, and anything that's popular and unique has a monster line in it. I'm here the day after Christmas on a working day afternoon, but it's still school holidays, so it's busy enough, as you can see, but it could be a hell of a lot busier, and I bet it was a couple days ago. There probably will be in another hour, as the working day comes to an end, and it's Friday. So it's better, baby steps better. You know, the wool stuff and some of the things are kind of nice, but it's still done on the cheap and kind of ghetto style in Russia in a way. It's a bit cheese. So unlike its first year where this place got a 1 out of 10, this is now a 5. And if they could sort out the food and make the environment just a little bit more welcoming in terms of without it being a fortress, you know, we might be able to get this up to a 7 or an 8 in another 5 or 10 years. Well, we'll see. Guess that's all. More on this tonight at 8 o'clock, 8:30 in Newfoundland.